In today's video, we're going to be talking about using the precious metals as one of many tools to help us achieve financial independence. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about stacking silver and also gold and a variety of other forms of financial prepping to help us achieve financial independence and not have to necessarily rely on the bank or the government or any other entity. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new.
Make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today
is Sunday, July 4th, 2021. That's right, it's the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Happy Independence Month. Believe it or not, it's actually still Saturday the 3rd as I'm filming the video, but I'm pre-recording it because I'm going to have a pretty hectic day tomorrow. Or technically today as you're watching this. But being that it's Independence Day, I thought that since I'm going to be talking about silver and gold in today's video, as I do pretty much every single day, I thought it would be appropriate for the overall theme to be about independence and freedom. Now, many of you can probably relate to me when I say this, but I think throughout the course of my life, when I was a kid in school, and even present day as I go to work, there have been a lot of people that have given me incorrect information. I've been misled a lot, mostly financially. I don't exactly think I was given the tools, the resources, or shared the proper steps on how to actually succeed financially. And by that I don't mean how to run a multi-billion-dollar organization or become a multi-millionaire or have a $500,000 net worth or become this rich and super successful investor by any means. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the bare minimum. I wasn't taught anything about how to set myself up for the future. These are things that I had to learn on my own, and I know that there are a lot of people out there who can probably say the same. And one thing that I like about the precious metals, the silver and the gold, even the platinum, the palladium, the rhodium if you want, I just don't happen to stack those three. I'm all in on silver and gold. But for me personally, something that I've come to realize is that even by simply researching the silver and gold, you don't need to even stack the metals. You don't have to convert your dollars into silver or gold or any of the other metals. You can if you want to, and it might be a pretty good idea to, but I don't think you necessarily need to. Simply looking into the metals, researching the history, studying how they're used, and just developing an understanding of how important the precious metals are, I personally believe that that right there alone is enough to help increase your financial IQ. And oftentimes, people that allow themselves to become financially literate or increase their financial literacy start brainstorming. They start to think, how can I turn this into a business? How can I turn this hobby into a hustle? They start thinking about money in a completely different way. They start thinking about how to make money in different ways. They start thinking of how to save money in different ways. And that right there is where the silver and gold really came in handy for me. It gave me a proper way of saving my money in a way that, number one, isn't exactly likely to depreciate in value. The silver and gold, they can't go to zero. They might be able to go to $0 if the dollar bill were to officially get killed off. I mean, if there's no more dollar, why would they be measured in dollars? So at that point, they would be worth $0 and they'd be worth whatever the next currency is. But the silver and gold will always have value. They will always be worth something. They have real intrinsic value. They're important in so many different sectors and industries. All of these different corporations rely very heavily on silver and gold. They're industrial metals and they're precious metals. So the silver and gold, they're not going anywhere. And they've given me a way to store value and preserve my wealth for the long term. But they've also given me a way of saving money my way without having to rely on the bank necessarily. That's what I think financial independence is all about. My personal definition of financial independence is being able to wake up in the morning and know for an absolute fact, even if you're not rich, even if you're not wealthy, you still know with 100% certainty that every single one of your bills will be covered this month. You always know that. You always know rent will not be an issue. You always know food will not be an issue. You always know insurance will not be an issue. Your car won't be an issue. Any other bill that you have won't be an issue. And you don't need to be a millionaire to get to that point. That's one part of financial independence, not stressing over bills. The other part of financial independence is becoming independent from the bank, the government, potentially your job. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I going to sit here and say that you need to be anti-bank, anti-government, anti-job. No, absolutely not. You don't have to be against those things. You can actually still work with those things. You can use the bank. You could be in support of certain aspects of the government. You can have a job. You can love your job. That's all great. Being financially independent doesn't mean you have to be against those things. Financial independence just simply means you're not reliant on those things or any other entity in order to survive, in order to stay afloat. That's what it's about. That right there, at least in my opinion, is independence. Not having to rely on others, not having to rely on anything, only relying on yourself. And it goes for the preps as well. That's why I'm a big believer in one day, unfortunately I don't have the land to do it just yet, but I would love to grow my own food. I already purify my own water with my water purification unit. I don't have the big solar panels yet, maybe one day, but I do have a solar powered portable generator that I use on an almost daily basis. I like to think that by running a business, even if it's a small business, even if it's just a little part-time side hustle, in a way, being that you're making your own money, one could argue you're creating your own economy for yourself. So imagine a life where you can grow your own food, purify your own water, generate your own power, make your own money, and mind your own business. That right there is independence. That right there is freedom. That right there doesn't require you to be a millionaire. You don't need to be filthy rich. You don't need to be mega wealthy. You don't need to be this multi-billionaire with all of these organizations and corporations under your name. You don't need to own all of these buildings. You don't need to own all of these companies and businesses. You don't need to be dominating your sector by any means. That's not what it's about. You can achieve financial independence while still making a pretty modest living. It's becoming debt-free. And when I say debt-free, I'm talking about the bad kind of debt. There are two types of debt, good debt and bad debt. Bad debt goes without saying, it's bad. Get out of bad debt, stay out of bad debt. Oftentimes this is high interest, obsessive, consumer, self-inflicted debt. Get yourself out of that. Become debt-free. Free yourself from debt. That right there is another aspect of freedom. That's one less thing tying you down. One less thing holding you hostage. And it's another step in the direction of freedom and independence. Becoming debt-free, doing your own thing, making your own money, saving money on your own terms. You can still use the bank. You can still have credit cards. You can still have a savings account, a checking account. That's fine. You just don't rely on the bank in order to survive. You don't have to be anti-government, but you also don't have to rely on the government. That's what financial independence means to me. Not needing to rely on anything or anyone besides yourself to stay afloat, to get by, to survive, to thrive, to earn money, to save money, to preserve wealth, and build something for yourself for the long term without having to lean on anyone. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. And if you see the silver and gold as one of many ways of taking a step in the right direction to achieve financial independence, do you believe you can get to a place where you're free, where you're independent, not having to rely on others or anything or any other entity or the government or the bank or anything like that? And do you think you can be assisted simply by stacking the precious metals?
And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Bunch of brand new videos over there. I posted one about China banning cryptocurrency, one about AT&T cutting its dividend, other videos about real estate, videos about silver, videos about gold, and a bunch of others. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 3,000 subscribers. We just hit 2,000, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And of course, last but not least, the brand new DYDSS Karen Free Zone t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug.
My name is not Karen.
Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again,
what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? I thought that this was appropriate for Independence Day to talk about financial independence, or really independence, period. Becoming free, freeing yourself from debt, not having to rely on the bank, not having to rely on the government, not having to rely on anything or anyone, any company, any financial institution, any entity. You rely on yourself. And you can wake up in the morning and know that you are going to be able to take care of every single bill that you need to take care of this month without having to stress about money. Money is the number one cause of stress. It's the number one cause of arguments in families and marriages. Most people think of money as a bad thing because of how much stress comes along with it. But you don't have to worry about that if you reach a point where you are financially independent and doing things your way on your own terms. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.